Anxiety. We all experience it. Sometimes it's just a small thought. Other times it feels like a heavy burden. But somehow, it's always there. Is it something that protects us, or is it slowly consuming us? Today, we're diving deep into the world of anxiety. Why does it exist? How does it affect us? And most importantly, how can we break free from its grip? Anxiety is our brain's natural alarm system. Thousands of years ago, they kept us alive. Whether it was running from predators or surviving harsh conditions, it served its purpose. But today, the game has changed. This alarm system isn't triggered by physical threats anymore. Instead, it's activated by the scenarios we create in our minds. A job interview, waiting for a message, or even a comment on social media. Our brain interprets these situations as threats and reacts accordingly. In today's world, anxiety spreads through our lives like a virus. Studies show that 85% of the things we worry about never actually happen. But knowing this statistic isn't enough to convince our brain. Think about Michael Jordan's famous words. "I was constantly afraid that a mistake in a crucial moment could overshadow my entire career." Even he felt the weight of anxiety. But what made him different was how he managed it. Jordan didn't let his fears dictate his performance. Instead, he used them as a tool to focus. He once said, "Instead of worrying about the future, I focused on what I could do right now." That's what set him apart. Why is our brain so prone to anxiety? It all comes down to the amygdala, the part of our brain responsible for detecting threats. Even when no real danger exists, the amygdala activates, sending stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline through our body. These hormones increase our heart rate, disrupt our breathing, and make our thoughts feel jumbled. But here's the important question. Can we break this cycle? There are a few simple yet effective ways to manage anxiety. First, develop awareness. Ask yourself, is this thought serving me right now? Most of the time, our worries are just assumptions. A. Stay with me. Second, breathe. Deep breathing can deactivate your body's stress response. Try the 4-7-8 technique. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7 seconds, and exhale for 8 seconds. This simple practice sends a signal to your brain that the danger has passed. Third, write it down. Putting your worries on paper can make them feel smaller and more manageable. When you externalize your thoughts, you gain clarity and perspective. The key to managing anxiety is understanding its nature. Anxiety doesn't help if it doesn't move you forward. It only holds you back. So, ask yourself, is this thought happening right now? Or is it just a possibility? Most of the time, our fears are rooted in hypothetical scenarios. Lastly, develop positive self-talk.
Talking to me?
Instead of saying, "I can't handle this," try, "This is a learning opportunity." Your brain takes everything you say seriously, so make sure to feed it with positive messages. Remember, anxiety is just a thought, not a reality. You don't have to let it control you. Take a deep breath and remind yourself, if my worries aren't serving me, I can let them go. This simple shift in perspective might just bring more peace and meaning to your life. And never forget, the moments you're living right now are far more valuable than the thoughts you're carrying.